All right, welcome to this week's conversation. I have a wonderful opportunity once again to have Fred. Fred is from the Daily English Lessons membership. That is a membership in the Speak English with Tiffany Academy. And Fred is one of our student leaders. Fred, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank you, Tiff. Good to see you too. How are you doing?
Yes, I am doing amazing. How are you?
Better than good.
I love it. Better than good. I love it. I love it. Fred, in our last conversation, we spoke about AI because our topic for this month in the Academy in both programs that we have, the topic is AI. And we had a wonderful conversation. You explained exactly what you feel about AI and you spoke about connection. So it's very interesting because we're going to be kind of building on that conversation again. We're going to be talking about AI and human connection. We want to go just a bit deeper because, again, people are still talking about AI more than ever. They go to it for advice, for resumes. And so this week we're going to ask what we're doing with AI and how it's affecting real relationships. So we're going to go deeper. So are you ready for the first question, Fred?
Yep, let's do it.
Good, good. Let's jump right in. Here we go. So Fred, here's my first question for you. AI is always patient and it never judges you. Does that make it easier, in your opinion, to open up to AI than a real person? Because again, people are using AI now to ask it questions about their emotions, about relationships. So the fact that it doesn't judge you, the fact that it's patient with you, does that make it easier? Is it easier than a real person? And then is that a good thing, in your opinion?
Wow, that's a hard question, Tiff. That's really hard to answer.
Mm,
And I think it depends.
mm,
For example, I don't feel, comfortable to speak about something private with AI.
mm.
I don't know why, but I don't get comfortable because if I need to open up, I prefer to speak with my wife, with a friend, with one of my sisters, or with my pastor, or with somebody that knows me well, or can give me an advice, or can understand my point. And I don't know if you noticed, but AI tend to be like how can I say that? If you say something, they tend to agree with you all the
Yep,
time.
yep, yep.
That could be tricky. If you need a honest
Yes.
answer,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's not gonna be that honest. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I personally, I don't prefer to speak about private things or with AI. I prefer a human being. Remember our last conversation, we talked about connection. So I think
Yeah.
this connection is important. So we need to have real relationships. So AI is for helping us to improve our skills, but not to replace a human being. Because
Yes.
if it can replace us, we're not going to be here for many, centuries.
True.
And another thing, my friend,
Yeah.
that's a joke. But
Yeah.
another thing that and could be not a joke, but
Mm.
do you remember that movie, The Terminator? The Terminator?
Yes. Yes. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yep.
Yeah. So who knows? I don't know if I tell my thing to AI, that thing can be used against
Right.
me. Who knows? Of course, it's just a joke,
Yeah.
but
But
could be
no,
serious. Who knows?
I agree with you. I do agree with you. It's interesting. And I'm wondering if it's because you and I both, again, we have very similar backgrounds, right? We both studied computer
Yeah.
science when we were in college and university. So I also have a very, I'll say platonic, not platonic, but my relationship with AI is you are technology. You're not a human being. So I'm not getting confused like, oh, it really understands me. No, you are processing information that just happens to be online and you're just analyzing it and regurgitating it back to me or delivering it to me in a different way. You're not real. So it's interesting. I remember the first time I was, using AI, I was doing some research and analyzing some things, and it responded to me one time and said, "Hey Tiffany, that's such a great question," or "Hey Tiffany, I know this," and I said, "Please don't talk to me like you know me." It was, it was, there was something about the response in that moment. Using my name is fine, but I said, I know you're not real, so please don't think I am one of those individuals that would get confused and start leaning on you. So I said, I don't need you to do that. Thank you so much. Let's keep it professional, answer my questions, and that's it. And I said, okay.
That was so funny. That was so funny. I
Yeah.
was just imagining you having
Uh-huh.
like this kind of conversation with AI. So I was just thinking about that. It's funny. It's really funny.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I think we need to treat AI as a thing, as a
Yes.
technology, as something
Yes.
that, as a tool,
Yeah.
not as a person,
Yeah.
because it's not a person. We're still here, so we need to connect with
Exactly.
people. We need to do things. We need to, yeah, that's
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so
So I
then,
don't,
uh,
I never had that kind of conversation with AI. I never open up myself. Never.
yeah, it's like, no, I'm okay. I'll talk to another human being and we'll figure this out.
Yeah, better.
Again, now for those that decide to do it, it's okay. We're just saying from our perspective, like from our personal experiences, what we would
Exactly,
prefer or
exactly.
to do or not to do. So, okay, Fred, what do you think people lose when they choose the easier conversation over the harder human one? Because nowadays people are choosing, hey, I'm just going to go to AI and I'll have the conversation with AI instead of actually having the conversation with a human being because it's uncomfortable, it's not easy, it's hard. What do you think people are losing though when they choose to speak with AI or open up to AI as opposed to a human being?
That's an interesting question, Tiff. It's
Mm,
really interesting. As we mentioned before, AI is a machine, AI is
yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
So when you think this when you take this in a different perspective,
Mm-hmm.
uh, sometimes we can get like lost in life because
Yeah.
we are we are not using the thing in the way that they were
Mm,
built for. We
mm-hmm.
are using for another kind of thing. And speaking about English, for example, if you always use AI to make your job easier, like
Yeah.
to replace a human being, like a teacher or somebody that you can talk to, I don't know, but in the future, your English could be not that good as you
True.
could because
True.
you miss this connection, you miss this emotion, you miss
True.
this human touch. And I like to say one phrase, and I repeat this, to my friends, and in my perspective, that makes a lot of sense. Uh, I say that using AI like to do everything for you and not having this connection with people, or this practice with people, I think it's like you swim in a swimming pool.
Mm.
Okay, it's easy. I have if I get in trouble, I can get the border of this
Mm.
of the swimming pool, so I cannot get in trouble because
Mm.
I can touch my feet on the ground if I need.
Yes.
So learning English only with AI is like swim in a swimming pool.
Great
It's
analogy.
hard sometimes, but not that
Mm.
much. You have a lot of
Mm.
resources. You have a lot of things that
Mm.
can help you to
Mm.
avoid to be in trouble. However,
Mm.
if you swim to in the ocean,
Mm. Mm.
and swim in the ocean in this case is using another tools, or speaking with people, or having
Yes.
a speech in English, or having a presentation in English, doing hard things,
Yes.
I compare to swimming in the ocean because it's dangerous.
Mm.
You get
Mm.
scared. Is something that you can die.
Mm. Mm.
However, when you swim in the ocean, when you do that hard thing, like for example, for me, one of the hardest things in my life was having a speech in Portuguese or English or Spanish, whatever.
Mm.
I felt like I was dying. My heartbeat started to accelerate. So it's
Mm.
horrible. However, when I do that once, twice, the third time, you get used with it. You can do it
Mm-hmm.
better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Record a video like this from me, a few years ago was impossible. I could not
Mm.
do that.
Mm.
I
Mm.
was so shy to do that. So
Mm.
I was swimming in the swimming pool.
Mm.
So I could not do this. Now,
Mm.
because I can, if I need to record a video in English, easier because I already did
Mm.
it many, many times. So when
Mm.
you use AI, we are swimming in the swimming pool. So
Mm.
we can hit the ceiling. However,
Mm-hmm.
if you swim in the ocean, you don't have limits. You can
Mm,
improve even better because you are doing hard things.
mm,
And that could be not only for English, but for everything in life.
mm,
Everything in life. When you do something hard, everything becomes easier.
mm. Excellent analogy. I really like that analogy. I saw where you were going as you were explaining the swimming pool. I said, okay, he's going to the ocean. I think it's an excellent analogy, and I feel like it really hits home when it comes to English learners because that's exactly what's going on. So, excellent
Yeah.
analogy. So, then let me ask you this, then, Fred, because that analogy was great. Okay, let's say if a friendship or relationship could be made better by AI, right? I agree totally with you that people have to, don't just depend on AI, like actually get in the room and interact with other people. But if a friendship or relationship could be made better by AI, what would you actually want it to help you with? And what should it never touch? So it's a two-part question. Let's say AI could actually help you with a relationship. Tell me something or some things you'd say, yes, it can help me in these areas of my relationship or my friendship. But in these areas or this area, absolutely not. I don't want AI to touch this area or these areas. What would you say?
Wow, that's another interesting question.
Mm,
And yeah, for example, if you have a friend or if you I don't know, if you want to have a relationship with somebody in another country, and you speak English, you speak Korean, but you don't speak, for example, Portuguese, you don't speak, for
right,
example, French.
right,
So AI can help you a lot to maintain this relationship because you can translate using AI. So if you need to some specific word, you can start learning that language by AI. So and it helps a lot. So
right.
you can keep up or you can keep this conversation in a good
Mm-hmm,
way
mm-hmm.
because AI can help you. However, and as I always say, there is always a big but.
Yeah.
Uh, it's hard to to have this connection as I mentioned in the last video.
Mm,
It's hard to have this real connection if you cannot speak the language, if you cannot speak by yourself,
right,
uh,
right,
you and I, we have a relationship for many years, like student, a teacher, and friends. And as you
right,
said, Fred is my brother, you are my sister.
right.
Think about that. If I don't speak English,
Mm,
at least in a way that is possible to understand, it will not be possible because
facts.
I could use AI to translate it, but it's not me. It's not my way to speak. It's not
Right,
my way to say things. So right now you see I'm speaking with my hands. So this is Fred. This is
right,
me. So AI cannot replace this. This thing.
right.
So yeah, I think for translating, for starting this new friendship, or it helps a lot.
Yes.
But you still need to develop yourself as a human being,
Mm,
develop your skills of language learner,
mm-hmm.
because that will make you better. That will make you feel good about yourself. Not okay. I can connect with people with Tiffany,
Mm,
but it's not myself. It's just somebody that's translating to me. But
yeah,
now it's myself. I can make Tiffany laugh. I can make Tiffany get happy
yeah,
because it's me. It's my way. It's my personality. So yeah, I think this is we need to have this balance, but
yes.
using AI for the things that AI was made it.
Yeah, I like that. Use it what it's intended for. I like that a lot. I like that. All right. Now we're going to transition to the next part of our conversation. Again, this was just a sneak peek of the conversations you as the listener or the viewer will be able to have when you actually start studying in our academy. So again, the topic this month is AI. Now, Fred, we're moving to the next section. The next section is as a student leader. Again, you are a student leader. The program, Daily English Lessons, again, it's specifically called 365-Day English Fluency System. And Fred, you've had many interactions. In our last conversation, you spoke about how the students really enjoyed this new idea you came up with using AI to have Hangman as a game to help them retain and remember the vocabulary words, right? So you're thinking outside of the box, trying to help our students, our family members. So do you have another experience you want to share with us for this week's episode about either a student's accomplishment, something that they did that impressed you, or just anything that you've experienced during your time as a student leader and with the other student?
Well, since we are talking about AI and human being connection, human being
Mm,
relationship, I remember about one of the students, and I think I can tell his name here because he is with us all the time. His name is Angel.
hmm
Uh, Last year I had the opportunity to meet him in person, and something really make me feel happy.
mm,
And speaking about this connection, because I was in Florida and he called me and said, "Fred, I would like to hang out with you. You and I'm with my wife here. I- Is it possible?" And I said, "Sure, let's do it. I have time. I arrived there, with time, and then we spent the whole day together.
I love
We
it.
went to good places. We went to amusement park, and at the beginning, in the Uber." I started to talk to him, and I noticed that he was so shy of speaking because he was afraid of making mistakes in front of me, and
Oh,
it was like I noticed that he was a little bit uncomfortable to speak English.
uh-huh.
And I started talking to him in a natural way. I asked him questions. I asked him about his family, about his job, about a lot of things. And all of a sudden, he was in the front,
Uh-huh.
in the
Passenger seat?
shotgun
Oh,
passenger seat. Yeah,
he was saying shotgun. Yeah. Uh-huh.
shotgun. Yeah, he was in the shotgun. He towards to me and he start talking to me in a better way. He gets more comfortable, more confident. And during the day, we talk a lot. We are speaking all the time, and I noticed how his English improved
Yes.
one day with no judgment, with
Yes.
real connection,
Mm, mm.
and not and I need to say something. Angel doesn't miss any session.
Mm,
Every single session he's there.
mm.
Sometimes he is going to the doctor. He's in the hospital. And they said, "Fred, sorry, I cannot speak today, but I am all ears."
I love it.
I said,
I love it.
wow. He's very, very committed.
Yes.
100%. And
Mm.
I noticed that, because of this real connection, this real thing, he's he's able to improve his English because
Yes.
he's speaking and he love to speak. When
Mm,
I just met him there, he was not that comfortable, and but
mm.
he keeps the consistency. He keep uh, using the practice as a tool
I love it.
to improve himself, and his
Yeah.
English is so much better now. He's doesn't have any afraid of speaking. Uh, if I ask a question, he's one of the first people to raise their hand and answer it. So
I
because
love
he
it.
is doing that, he's connecting with us. So yeah, and Angel, if you are listening to this episode or watching us, we are so proud of you, my friend, because you are doing a
Yes.
really great job. And yeah, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing because you are really doing a great job
I love that.
with your English.
I love that. I love also how you're encouraging. This is, again, why I love the student leaders in our family because I said, Fred is the teacher right now. Fred is, he's Angel's teacher. Even though you're just a student leader, I feel like you guys start teaching each other and I love it. That's what family is all about, helping each other. So thank you for sharing that with us. And Angel, I am also very proud with you. I second what Fred just said. So let me ask you this,
As I
Fred.
said,
Yeah,
oh sorry,
no, you're
as I
good.
said in the last episode, we are family.
Yes.
We are so comfortable with everybody. So we talk about a lot of things, and we make people feel comfortable in a
Yes.
safe environment. So that's the most important thing because if they don't feel they are safe, they
Yeah.
won't speak. They won't open themselves, and they will not improve their English if they are not comfortable.
Very
So since
true.
day one, when somebody join us in the academy in the program, I always say, guys, you are free to speak. Don't worry about anything. Here is a safe place. Nobody will judge you. Nobody will say anything bad about you. We're here just to support and help.
I
That's it.
love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, Fred, thank you so much for sharing that. And again, I want to shine the light on the fact that you said when you first came in years ago, you were very shy. You mentioned a little while ago that you were so shy to give your first speech, but the more you did it, the easier it became for you. So I want to ask you, can you give one study tip. Again, I'm an English speaker. I'm the English teacher. So it's my first language, but you are an inspiration to the person watching or listening to this because you learned English and you're speaking it very well. So can you give one study tip for this week to help the person watching or listening to you right now?
Well, I would say do hard things
Mm,
instead of doing easy things, as I
mm,
mentioned before. So if you have the chance to have a speech in English or have a presentation, do it. Do
yeah,
it. The first time is gonna be like your worst speech,
yeah,
but you did it. The second time
yeah,
is gonna be better. The third time is gonna be even better. And when you notice, you're going to be speaking in an amazing way.
yeah.
I remember the day I was speaking. I think I don't know if I told you, but I remember the day that I was with you in a meeting,
Yes.
and when I noticed that we are talking about 1 hour or so, over than
Hmm.
1 hour in English, I got like, man, if I didn't push myself to have my first conversation in English,
Mm,
I won't be here speaking with a
mm,
native right now
mm,
in a way that I can understand what she's saying.
mm.
I can express myself, and she's understand what I'm saying. And this just happened because I had my first conversation in English with a native.
Yeah.
It was not easy. I saw the video a few days ago for my first conversation in English with a native. It was horrible. I I am like
Embarrassed or shy
I'm
or
embarrassed to I'm embarrassed to watch it, you know.
oh
But if I
yes.
didn't have that conversation, I would not be here speaking with you guys, speaking with Tiff. So yeah, do hard things. Your life's gonna be
Yes.
easier. If you choose
Yes.
only easy things, your life could be hard. So yeah, do
Mm.
hard things, and you're going to improve so much. Swim in the ocean instead of swim in the swimming pool. So that's my tip for today.
I love that. I love that. I like how you brought together too. Excellent job. Excellent job. All right, Fred, now to wrap up our conversation, I'm in the hot seat. What question do you have for me today? I am ready to answer.
Okay, let me think. Let me think.
Mm.
Sometimes it's hard to ask you questions, you know? You ask a
Because
lot of
you
questions,
know
but
me so
sometimes,
well.
yeah, yeah. But my questions is more about, since AI can help us to do a lot of things,
Hmm.
and since you are talking about, do hard things, do easy things. Let's say you are starting your day, you have so many tasks to do during your day,
Hmm.
and you have one hard task and one
Hmm.
easy task.
Hmm.
What's the one that you knock out first?
Oof, great question. So I have one hard task and I have one easy task. So
Which one you knock out first?
which one will I knock out first? So, Fred, you know this about me, and maybe the student watching this or listening to this may know this about me as well. I'm an early bird. So I get up early. I normally go to bed early. Because I'm an early bird, I am able to be extremely productive in the morning. I actually think a lot better in the morning. So if there's a task that is very complex or requires a lot of analyzing or I have to really focus on well, I'll do it in the morning. So when you said a hard task, I would naturally attach that to something that requires a lot of thought or mental energy. So I would do the hard task first because the easy task is not going to require any mental energy. Usually, easy tasks are kind of monotonous. Maybe it's like entering information or uploading videos or saving files. So for me, I would do the hard task first. Not just though because I'm an early bird. Something happens to a person psychologically when they finish, when they complete the hardest task first. Because
Yeah.
this hard task requires a lot from me. If I can confidently accomplish that task, complete that task, I can do anything. So that easy task seems even easier. So I think it's a lot smarter to finish the hardest task first because it puts you in a mental state or it changes your mindset and helps you realize I can do anything as opposed to starting with the easy task and then you go to the hard task and say, oh, This is so much harder than the first one I did. It requires more. So I think finishing the hard task first, which is what I like to do, knocking that out, and then everything else, piece of cake. That's how I like to do it.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
Thank you for the answer.
Yeah.
There is a book, I don't know if you read this book, but the same principle. The
Mm.
name of the book is Eat That Frog.
Yes. Uh-huh.
The frog is the hard task. So they say do the hard things first, and it's gonna be good for your productive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yes, I like that question a lot. I like that a lot. All right, Fred, this was a great conversation. Again, another sneak peek of what we talk about in the Academy, in the program. So I hope the listener, the viewer enjoyed this conversation. I hope, as I feel he was, Fred was an inspiration to remind you that you can do the hard things, swim in the ocean, not the pool, and you will achieve each and every one of your goals. So, Fred, I look forward to our next conversation. I'll talk to you then.
Me too. Talk to you then. Tip.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.